There are many ways to enjoy red bell peppers, and today we're making a spicy roasted red bell pepper pasta. For this dish, we'll start with red bell peppers. These red bell peppers are perfect, and now we need to roast them for this recipe. Begin with fresh bell peppers. You can use red, yellow, or orange varieties. Slice each pepper in half through the stem and remove the seeds and the thick white parts. Set the peppers on a baking sheet, skin side up, then transfer to an oven at 450 degrees and bake for about 30 minutes or until the skin is beginning to darken and blister. Once the peppers have cooled, remove the outer peels, transfer the peppers to a storage container, and keep them in the fridge for up to 5 days. If you don't have time to roast the peppers, you can buy roasted red bell peppers from the grocery store. They are just as lovely, and they usually come jarred, which is what I have here. Let's get started on the sauce. For that, I have a pan heating over medium heat here. The base is really those red bell peppers, and since they're roasted, they're going to impart more of a smoky flavor. I have this pan on medium heat, and to that I will add butter. Typically, I like to saute my onion and garlic in olive oil, but for this recipe, I want a really creamy sauce, so we're using butter as the base. Onion goes in. And since we sliced this garlic, it can go in at the same time. We're just looking to soften these veggies. We don't really need to brown them at all. A little salt. Our peppers are roasted, our onions and garlic are sauteed, so now let's make the sauce. We'll add all of our ingredients to the blender, then our roasted bell peppers go in. Since these are jarred, they get stored in water, so I'm trying not to include too much of that juice. To this, we'll add a tablespoon of tomato paste. That adds a little bit of sweetness, and then this is a spicy pasta, and the spice will come from a Calabrian chili paste. For this, you can adjust according to your spice levels. I'm going to add a tablespoon. If you can't find Calabrian chili paste, you can use chili flakes. Just start with about half a teaspoon and then build up from there. We're adding 1 ounce of Parmesan cheese. Now we'll add the juice of half a lemon. Red bell peppers are naturally pretty tangy, and so I like to accentuate that flavor by adding more tang. And in this case, we'll use lemon to do that. Finally, we'll do about 5 leaves of basil, a nice big pinch of salt, and black pepper. Okay, we'll blend this, and then I'll add half a cup of heavy cream to finish up the sauce. Okay, I'm going to add half a cup of heavy cream. Now that our pasta sauce is ready and the pasta has cooked, we can assemble this dish. First, let's put our sauce into the pan. Let's heat up the sauce. Okay, this is heating up beautifully, so to this I will add our pasta, and then we'll gently start to incorporate it. I pulled out about a cup of the pasta water. It's really good to get into the habit of doing that, because when you're combining the pasta with a sauce, you may notice that it starts to thicken up and you want it to get a little bit looser. And so I can see that happening here, so I'm just going to add a 1/4 cup of the pasta water at a time, just to keep it loose and silky. I like my spicy pretty spicy, so going to add a little bit more of that Calabrian chili. And at this point, it's a good time to also add, yes, more Parmesan cheese. Give it one final stir. Our pasta is nearly done. I'll turn off the stove. The finishing touch, just to put it over the top, is 1 8-ounce ball of burrata. Parmesan, of course. And this wouldn't be a pasta dish if we didn't garnish it with a little bit of beautiful, fresh basil. That's our red bell pepper pasta. And now all that's left to do is eat.